Hello, everyone. I am back for my second live of the day. This is my review for, what is this? American Medicine Season 8, Episode 4. Okay, I just finished Housewives of Atlanta, but now I'm on this, okay? If you have not done so already, please come over to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and all that goodness and stuff, okay? Do not forget to like this video, like it, okay? Like it right now. You can also comment in the comment section, share it on your social media and all of that, okay? Do not forget to relax, okay? To relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, okay? To also inhale and exhale, to just, relax and to breathe it on now, because sometimes we forget to breathe, okay? You can also follow me on social media at J_Lees_Corner, because that is where I am on Twitter and on IG, okay? So I did not get my reviews done yesterday, so I am here today to do them live. So why? I do not have to edit. Going live is a really a time saver, because we can not have to edit, not have to upload, so it's easy, breezy cover, girl. Now you are here, make sure to say stuff in the comment section so I can see that you are here, okay? Wait, let me make sure that it's on here. Okay, so this episode of Married to Medicine, it was a lot of nothing and a whole lot of something at the end. So let's get past that. So we see I only have one picture from this whole episode, and that's it. So we see Simone is preparing for the youngest son to go to college. He's played basketball. He want to play basketball again in college somewhere across the sea. Not across the sea, but he's going to, I think it's somewhere in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. A little town, I think called Cleveland. I might have made it up. I can't remember. I feel like we get more when you go live. I like it. Yeah, because it's more interactive, it's more conversation, it's more fun for me too. It's just I have to make sure that my throat not dry, because when your throat is dry, it's like, no. Okay. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, she's out there shopping with the boy or whatever, getting some stuff she need to get. Now, Simone and the son is funny together. They have a great bond. They are both jokers or whatever. It's a really, really cool thing to see them shopping or whatever. And her, somehow he don't like clean and cook that often. He said, well, I cook more than you might. All you do is make money. It's just a cute dynamic between them two. Now, the oldest son who went to college came back, okay, took a gap year, and he's now working full time. But she brings up how, we're going to give him a year to figure it out, okay, because he can't be back here and not have things figured out. I don't like when parents expect their children to have things figured out in life so quick. I'm looking like Simone. You and Cecil didn't have shit figured out, and y'all was grown and adults. Like I wish parents would give kids the time to figure. A year isn't that long. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told. Now, she meant like he had a year to figure out if he's going to go back or not. I get that. You know what I'm saying? But again, let him figure shit out. As long as he's being an active, working human being, like he ain't sitting around doing nothing. Like as long as he's trying to at least make money until he figures out what he wants to do, allow that. But like, don't put a lot of time on. Like, what if it takes him 2 years? And what if he needs 2 years to figure it out? I don't know. Oh, thank you, Chantel. So we do see, she brings what she wants to have a basketball game where it's like the parents versus the kids. They did it a long time ago. It was really cute to see the little flashback and whatnot. It's gonna be at Heavenly's house this time, because Heavenly has a whole basketball court at her house. Heavenly house is huge. I think the time we've seen her house, they've never really shown how big it was. And I'm like, it's a large house. It's really, really nice. And because they cool now, it can be at her house. I'm like, fine. Excuse me. I don't picture a black doctor being, with it. True. I get that. But that's the part that kind of makes me mad. That's what makes kids, like, I've seen people post, I'm 21 and I feel like I failed in life. I'm like, you haven't. You haven't. Like, it really takes time to figure out what you want to do to make, because you have people who do one thing for 10 years and figure out, this ain't even what I want to do. I gotta start all over. But had they took an extra year to not be forced into one thing, it could help them figure things out. But I'm gonna let that be because that's what it is. But she brings up how because her and Heavenly cool now, that's why I can be at their house. He then asked her if she can invite Jackie. I'm like, oh, he want Jackie there. And she said, because you want that, yes, I will call her. Now we do see later on, we see her call Jackie. Jackie answers or whatever, but Jackie is on call, so she can't make it. When they on call, they can't go nowhere. But she asked, well, can Curtis come because Curtis has, seen and watched and helped develop Michael since he was a kid playing basketball or whatever. So again, they at least want Curtis there. So I'll tell Curtis and we'll see if Curtis can come. That was cute, even to see Simone and Jackie be able to have that conversation with no weirdness. I think that was good in my opinion. Now we then see Anila and Nyla. I don't know what her name is. Is it Anila or Nyla? I don't know. Her name is what? Anila and Nyla. So her and her husband, what's her husband's name? Karen, is taking her parents to the house they're building for them, their dream home. And her mom had 1,782 suggestions, comments, opinions about why this wasn't right or that wasn't right. That should be bigger. We can't have a small guest room. We want to have a balcony. I'm like, you don't get a balcony. The mama said this guest room that we may stay at is too small, and I want you to add a balcony for me. I'm like, who's the fuck said that? I was confused. Now, she say how her mom's mom, so her grandparents were wealthy over there in India, whatever. So their house was huge and great this and great that. I'm like, that's fine for grandma and grandpa. This their house. You can't tell me how to build my house. You don't live here, okay? And her husband, like, oh my gosh, she just on my nerve. Like the husband's like, this is our house. We're building or whatever. Leave us be. Now it was weird because walking around the house, she was aggravated with her mom. She really, really was. So I did not get in a confessional when the husband then brought up how if her mama is teeing too much, and then she said, well, don't be ripping my mom. I'm like, but you said your mama was full of shit. You said your mom doing too much. Her mom definitely rubbed me the wrong way. And I get how in their culture, maybe the parent can be more domineering and have more of an opinion on their life. But I'm looking like, I would not want my parents coming in, making my marriage and my family more difficult because they want their opinion. And the daddy seemed cool. I ain't saying too much, but the mama on some bullshit. Now, when the dad pulls her to the side, Anila Nyla, and he like, calm down, like don't be upset. Like that, your mama gonna talk, she gonna have opinion. That's just what it is. I'm saying because at the end of the day, when we die, if I die first, she would have to come live with you because in their culture, you can't put your parent in an old folks home. I'm like, but can I put her in the house that I pay for somebody to take care of her? It's the same. I don't know. And, she told her dad, like, if mom moves in with me, I'm going to end up getting divorced. That's crazy that she knows her mama will drive her husband crazy. So it's like, you want your mama to die first? That's kind of bad. I digress. The dad was like, but we not getting no younger. And, you're going to have to, like, do something for us living here. And I'm like, her mom is seeing too much flesh out. Okay, Anila Nyla better not be the came in married to medicine. I hope not. She seems like she might be not as bad, but there's a tinge of her, but I get it. So we see Toya. Toya made me so mad. Toya went and woke Eugene up. Eugene was in the bed, sleep, snoring, getting some good ass rest. Okay, under the cover, sleep. And she woke that man up. Eugene, I ran some bath water. Come take a bath. I'm looking like, bitch, let that doctor sleep as much as he need to. While I also agree that couples need couple time, but you don't wake up you do not wake up an ER doctor who's probably on call and just working a long ass shift. Let him sleep. And when he wakes up, then say, babe, come get in the tub with me. But do not wake him up. It made me mad that she woke. I was like, bitch, he was sleeping, snoring. Amen. Anyway, he gets up gets in the bed, but he said, I'm halfway asleep because again, she woke his ass up. Now, what I like is he got that tub, but let's talk. You have been snapping lately. You have been very, very snappy, with really snippy with me or whatever. And I don't like that. Like, I do not want to have to be on the defense with you when we're talking because again, Toya talks at him. And he brought up how, I want to be able to hear you out and whatever your issues may be, I want to do that. However, I wish when you spoke to me, it'll be softer. And I thought that was the perfect example of a man saying, you talk to me too harshly as my wife. And he did not mean it in any kind of disrespectful, misogynistic way. He just meant you don't talk to me how a wife should talk to her husband when they're just having a conversation. You talk at me. And he also brought up how, when you do that, I don't want a wife who tries to break me. And then I just take it, because that's a form of abuse. But I want us to be able to work on relaxing and working as a team. He talked to her so logically, and when seeing her in the confessional, how she was like aggravated, I'm looking like, bitch, why are you aggravated? Like, what is you mad about? Okay, why are you upset? And when she brought up how I just want, I just miss my husband, like I just want my husband back, bitch, it is COVID. Okay, and I get you want things to be back to normal, but everyone is suffering in one way or the other. Yeah, she aggravated the shit out of me. Okay, and she do need something to occupy her time. You can't wake that man up and then be upset at him telling you that you're doing too much with him. You are talking to him in a way that is not conducive to a helpful or healthy marriage. And I feel like when fucking even said that people were saying that Toya and Eugene was going to get divorced, but then chose not to. I believe that based on this conversation, meaning he's noticing that y'all ain't getting along right now. He's noticing that y'all are at odds right now. He wants to fix it, but he can't do that if you keep talking so harsh to him as if you a boss bitch. And she then said, well, he wanted someone to be strong, but it's a difference between being strong. I can't think of words to use. It's a difference between being girl. It's a difference between being strong and being a bitch. You can't be a bitch to your husband and think that he wants that. He don't. Eugene seemed like he does want a bit of dominance, but that's it. Okay, that's it. Eugene is a good husband, and I love how he checked her without without being disrespectful. He told her what he needed from her for them to keep working. And I did not like how she reacted to him in the confessional with him just being honest. It's true, you cannot be harsh with your husband, and you don't want a husband to be harsh with his wife. Y'all should both talk loving to one another on a regular note. Like if y'all fussing, I get in a fussing match or whatever, you may get aggressive. I get that on either end. But if you just talking to me about what's wrong with you, you should not be all mean and harsh and rough with me as your husband, because I ain't did it to you. Okay? Nothing. Anyway, so yeah, she gets on my nerves. Now we see a quick little scene of Heavenly with her her youngest son Zachary. We didn't see Zachary much in the earlier season, but we see him a little bit more now, whatever. And he's working in real estate. My boobs, honey. He's working. I'm sorry, y'all. He's working in real estate. They're like, flipping houses or whatever. And I love seeing her talk to him and wanting to just explain to him flipping houses, buying houses, and having generational wealth that will last generations. Heavenly is a bitch 8 times out of 10. But I feel like as a mom, I do see her instilling in her kids money management and the smart ways to never be out here destitute, in bad debt or whatever. I like that. And even explaining to him how, if I say to you the house has to cost $150K, you can't then go and try to get one for $450K. Like that's not how it works. You got to follow the guidelines, or whatever. So again, it was a good thing seeing them just talk, and just have a good time, and just chit chatting or whatever. Now they bring up the whole Black Lives Matter because he was wearing a shirt that said Black Lives Matter, and she brought up how Anila and Nyla said at one point before that she's a part of Black Lives Matter because, she's a woman of color, as an Indian woman, and so it's all the same, which did not sit right with Heavenly. It didn't sit right with me either. I do feel like people want to attach themselves to be okay because they feel as if, well, I'm a brown person, it's like, but it's different, it's different. And I like how she said, if you have a person with teeth, you have 32 teeth, whatever, if one tooth is hurting, you're supposed to treat that one tooth. You can't then talk about the other teeth that are fine. Handle the one tooth. And that's, I thought, was a great analogy for what goes on. People want to bring up, oh, well, this, and it's like, the thing we're talking about. Okay, we being murdered. You know what I'm saying? It's issue with us right now. So why can't we address that? And I like the sons, like, well, no, don't talk to her about it. Like, don't do that. Just show her the numbers. You know what I'm saying? You can show her the facts of the numbers, of the statistics, to show what or how badly we are being gunned down and killed versus someone who is, brown. You know what I'm saying? Someone who is of Indian descent. So I like that. He said that, whatever. It was cute. I like that. Leave it be. We do see Anila Nyla meets up with Contessa. I don't like her at this point in time. I'm gonna leave it at that. She said, I felt like, what I'm saying? I'm tired, y'all. Off screen. Because I can do that. And I want y'all to do what? Like the video. But she brings up how I felt like you was rude to my mom. You disrespected my mom at the end of my party. And I felt disrespect. I'm looking like, what? What do you mean? How did she disrespect you? What did that come from? And when Contessa brought up, well, first of all, it was your fault that you involved yourself in something that did not concern you. You put yourself into Midway's mess, and that is on you. That is not on me. And then, because she did put herself in the middle of it. No one asked her to, like no one at all. And when Anila Nyla admitted, she did bring up the beef between Contessa and Toya. And she did keep bringing it up that she was trying to make peace. But you can't make peace with who you don't know. And I like Contessa, like, well, you brought up something or whatever, but you don't know me. You weren't even trying to advocate for me. You were trying to advocate for Toya. And that's what it was. And it's true. Now, she did say, yeah, but I also feel like, you threatened my mom. I said, she did what? What? Wait, what? When she said, I feel like you threatened my mom, I said, but when did that happen? I didn't see that. And when we see the flashback thing, whatever, and you can clearly see the mama holding on to Contessa, and Contessa saying, let me go, please, let me shoot, in the nicest, calmest, non-threatening way to let me go. And this is a Black Lives Matter thing for me, to where your mother got up and wouldn't grab someone and would not let them go, even though they're saying, ma'am, please let me go. Ma'am, please let me go. And your response is, you threatened my mom and was rude to me. Really? What? Who does? Yes, who grabs someone they don't know? Okay? Come on now, outside girl, bye. You can't miss me with the bullshit of it all. And I am happy that Contessa made a clear line. And you know what? First of all, that's a whole leak. I did not threaten your mom. However, she grabbed me. Okay, and that's what happened. And I asked her to not do that. And when she then said, well, in our culture, in the Indian culture, whatever, it's rude to get up and leave a table or whatever. And so my mom was trying to make you sit down. First of all, your mom can't make me do shit. Okay? Because she's not my mama. Boom, pow, pow. And, and Contessa said, well, in the Black culture, what I'm saying, we have, don't put your hands on them. Keep your hands to yourself. Okay? That's what we have here. Okay? Here. However, I apologize if, your mom felt disrespected, because she acknowledged that, in their culture, you should not leave a dinner. She made a clear line between, okay, that part, with respect, I got that. But you not going to say that I threatened your mom or threatened your mom. That ain't happened. No, thank you. No. And Contessa can usually accept or acknowledge when she does some shit wrong when it's logical. And I was like, girl, yeah, we don't grab on people. That's not what we do. And yeah, she's also getting on my nerve already. Yeah, her husband is funny. And he seemed like he won't put up with no shit. And I like that. Okay, I like that. But yeah, you can't grab me, ma'am. You don't know. And she said, ma'am, I'm stronger than you. And if I jerk away, I'm going to hurt you. Because you're gonna move, you're gonna fall. She warned you to let her go. Let her go. Period. Okay. Um, she should have called the police. I'm carrying 2021. I'm calling the Pope on anyone like them, girl. Lord Jesus. I wouldn't say call the police, but I get you. Like, don't put your hands on me. Leave me be. Okay, let that be that. Anyway, but I like that she apologized for it, and then at that point in time, they kind of hugged it out or whatever and left it at that. But I was like, girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? You cannot have your mama grab me, and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you have a reason to be like, oh my God, I can't believe what she did. Bitch, get your hands off me. Don't grab me. But they laughed it off, hugged, fine. So we then had the basketball game. So it was funny seeing Heavenly tell Simone's son, his friends, don't look at my daughter. Okay, we don't want that. I don't want them to be in-laws at all. I don't want to see that, but it's fine. So we seen, Simone, Cecil, Heavenly, Damon, Anila and Nyla, her husband, Karen. Is it Karen or Karen? I think it's Karen. And then Curtis. Curtis came. I thought it was nice Curtis came. Now, we then see Toya get there. Now, Toya came in with a friend named Shanna or somebody. And Heavenly said, who was that? Who was that? Oh, my friend, so-and-so, whatever. Her son, birthday's coming up, whatever. He played basketball, so I brought them so her son can play. But I said, bitch, you brought an extra. When Heavenly said, I don't know why Toya will bring this extra bitch, no, straight bitch to my house, especially in a pandemic. Yes, don't bring extra fucking my house. Don't do that. Get out my space. Do not bring people here that I do not know about. It is a pandemic. Girl, boom. Okay, but it was hilarious to me. Now, Toya then started complaining. Ain't no napkins. Ain't no forks. My shirt don't match my outfit. I'm like, oh my God, look. First of all, you had on leggings that was like blue. It was a black shirt. Girl, fuck your outfit. And then the whole thing about, not having forks or whatever. I feel like Heavenly did not do the food. This was really Simone's event. And the boxes of food that they had looked to be boxes like individual for people. It's like, who needs a fork for fucking pizza and chicken? Use your hands. Now, I will want napkins. I will want that. But again, I don't think that Heavenly was the one who did the food, but I'm going to leave that be to it was what it was. So I was going about, all Toya do is complain. And yes, Heavenly is what this season so far, she's been less aggressive on the offense, and she's been more defending herself if someone came her. I like Heavenly right now, but let's see how she is the rest of the season, because sometimes she do too much, but in this instance I don't feel like she did. So Anila then brings up to Toya how she met with Contessa, and Contessa apologized for being rude or whatever. It was a heartfelt apology, and she felt as if she was being sincere. She always apologized and said she on bullshit. I don't know why if she don't have issues with me, like why she always talking about me. I'm like, she was not talking about you. But the point was, Anila Nyla should not have been trying to get into y'all shit. That was the topic. But Toya acting as if she is just on this pedestal who people keep bringing up is beyond me. I don't know what she thinks she do in life that has her up here on any up or whatever. Girl, bye. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Toya wants to be the villain this season. Toya feel like, okay, Quad's gone. Okay, I need to be it's my time to shine. I need to out villain Heavenly, and because I had backup, let me try to do that. I can't wait to get back to my little chat. I can't wait, and this is going off. Anyway, so as she's complaining about Contessa, we see Contessa walk in with Scott and the kids, and she says, Scott, first of all, okay, Toya is invisible. Okay, we don't see her, like she ain't here. Leave us be. Yeah, Toya, she can be seen and heard. You know what I'm saying? It's just she do seem unhappy. She do, like, It's about life. And I'm like, girl, you make it seem as if you have all this stuff. That's just you're this fabulous person, but you seem so unhappy. Okay, so unhappy. And I don't know if it's about her marriage or just her life in general. Because what does she do? Nothing. She's finally having to sit her ass down and be a whole mother to her kids. She can't send them off. She can't do shit besides be at home, and that's it. And I think she's not handling that well. And that's what kind of crazy. Not as bad as OG, but I can see what I don't know what that means. I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, so they have a little game. I'm saying Heavenly cheated. Okay, Heavenly kept pushing the score up, up, up. Cause like whoever hit 15 first wins. It was 7-11, and Heavenly kept cheating. And she then pushed they 7 of the parents up to 15, and then they won. I was like, girl, bye. I think she was just tired of playing. But again, they all had fun. They was all laughing or whatever. A good time was had by all. It was a very fun event. The kids had fun. The parents had fun. It was great to see a large-ish event with people or whatever. Because we don't see that too much. I liked it. Okay, I did like it or whatever. So all the kids leave. They gone or whatever, and we then see some bullshit starts happening. Where the one photo I have is this one. Okay, the kids leave. Now we see Anila ask her husband, like, what the kids at? What the kids doing? Whatever. Take them upstairs, and then he walks away with the kids, and Heavenly then say, "Girl, your husband handle them kids like it's your job to handle the kid. He's a whole doctor. He can't be the doctor and the one handling the kids." Now, why I feel like Heavenly, that is bullshit. You can't say that watching the kids is the woman's job. You can't say that. I get her point of if he's the one out here working and paying all the bills and you are supposedly the housewife. I get her saying, like, he just got home from work with the kids. I get that. But they both off. It's a fun thing. Like, it's okay for her to tell him to get the damn kids. I did not see an issue with that. Okay? Anyway, that made a whole thing go wrong. She said, you know what? First of all, I work too. So I'm a blogger. You know what I'm saying? And so it's 50-50. What? Oh, that's a job? I said, oh, no. Look, this is the difference. I need people to know there's a difference between being a blogger, being a YouTuber, or whatever. I don't think she has a blog as in she talks about whatever. I think she takes pictures and posts them. But I don't know if she has like a blog where she's talking about things. I'm not sure. However, she says she get paid, so that's her job. But blogging can be a job. YouTube does pay us. When if your channel is monetized, you will get paid by YouTube. However, I don't know what her form of blogging is. But as she said, yes, that's her job. Leave it be. Now, Contessa is like, I ain't got time for the shit. I'm gonna get up. Contessa got up when she left. Because again, it was going left. It was going very, very, very much left. Now, Heavenly then listen to Toya. Well, Toya, why don't you blog? I was like, oh shit, here we go. I don't have to. Okay, I don't need to. Why do you hate on people having? Why do you always want to, do what I do? I'm like, what? How we go from Anila not being a blogger to to Toya saying that Heavenly wants to do what she do. I'm like, but you don't do shit on any regular basis, Toya. You really don't. Okay, what do you do? What is going on here? And when Toya then said, well, why you have a 3-story closet? Why did you also get a fireplace outside like mine? Now, at that point, I'm looking like, what is you talking about or whatever? It's like, don't do that. Now, was Heavenly wrong for suggesting that Anila Knowledge should, be the only one caring for the kids? Yes. That is one thing. Girl, shut up. Leave it be. But I think once it got to her and Toya, it got a little bit more to Toya. You don't do shit. At least she do blogging. You don't do shit. And for you to say that I want to copy you makes no sense. Okay, it made no sense. And then to say that because I had a 2-story closet, you then got a 3-story closet. You then also got a fireplace out your house. She's like, girl, I've been in this house for 20 years. I've been had that shit out back. Bitch, leave me be. Now they fussing. and fussing and fussing with heavy events. You know what? Well, let's talk about how you got the down payment for your house. We can bring Quad in because she knows that she told me how you got your house. And when she said, what she say? What happened? When she said Quad said that you got a loan and I know how you got it. And the way Toya's voice paused and changed, to me, there is some truth to some shit being afoot within the loan she got or whatever. There's some truth to it because she kind of sounded like, I can't believe someone know what happened. I can't believe it. What's going on here? But I also feel like, it ain't nobody's business. It ain't no one's business. And when Toya then said, well, how quiet? No, that's quiet. Is at the bank working because she don't going to circle. Like, I don't know. But why they even speak on my finances? I'm like, because you be bringing shit up. You brought up the house that she lived in, call her house like a little apartment or whatever. You did that. You also just brought up heavily spending money on remodeling her house. So again, you speak on money a lot, Toya. You really, really do. But so does Heavenly. So I feel like it's like pot and kettle fussing. Who cares? And they going back and forth. Bitch, this girl back, forth, back, forth, back, and forth. And the whole time I'm like, what in the hell happened? How did the conversation with Anila and Nyla turn into Heavenly and Toya fussing? Okay. And when Heavenly said, you the brokest bitch here, I was like, oh, not the brokest bitch. The brokest bitch? Girl, my outfit cost $300. I'm like, don't say that. First of all, $350 is not expensive. Two, so that you're not broke. And two, the way Toya speaks on money does come off as new money. You know what I'm saying? And her whole, your shirt got a hole in it. I'm like, it's a fucking t-shirt that they play basketball in. It may have ripped. So what is the big deal? But I feel like Toya feel like I'm not enough. And so I have to make it seem like I'm enough. And to do that, I have to poke holes in whatever else someone has going on if they feel as if they compare to me. I'm like, y'all built that big ass house for you because you wanted to feel like you were better than. Okay. And now that is if y'all issues. I don't think they should have bought the house, but that's on them. And then they fussing, and it gets back to Heavenly and Anila, which she asks Heavenly, like, well, did you try to dog me in my blogging? No, bitch. But let's talk about Black life. I'm like, oh my God, you can't go from fussing about money to fussing about blogging to want to then discuss Black Lives Matter. I'm like, no, this is going the wrong way. No, stop. But I can appreciate Heavenly was trying to calm down and have a talk with Anila and Nyla about it. But I think Toya was too hyped. Honey, Toya was mad the whole time. This hype. I think she was waiting to just rumble with someone because I think she is aggravated. Okay, she needs something to fight about. And the way she kept, I won't say running up on Heavenly, but she was running up on Heavenly. But the way she just kept reacting to wanting to keep fussing with Heavenly to where she didn't realize you're doing too much. The kids is around somewhere. Calm the fuck down. And like, you just see them kind of separating them and they don't have the conversation. And then Toys walks off. Yeah, bitch. You a bully, bitch. Pick someone your own size. And you see it Heavily. Whatever, bitch. Let's talk about portfolio. I'm like, why are y'all yelling back and forth? Why are you doing? Catch me on IG. I'm like, oh God, not on IG. It was a mess. It ended in a mess. And yeah, Toya don't have me fooled either. I do think Toya's unhappy. And I think by the end of the season, or by the reunion, she's going to come out with, I was so stressed. I was so upset. I was acting out. She's gonna have all these reasons as to why she acted this way. But I still feel like it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like it. And Anila and Nyla going to end up fucking herself up if she keeps following behind Toya. Because Toya is messy. And how she do things is messy. And if you want to at least be on the show, you can't only be friends with her. You cannot only be friends with Toya. That don't work on this show. Because she be on some bullshit. And I'm my girl bye. She wants to validate herself. And she don't have to. Y'all don't need a big ass house. It's too much. It has not sold yet. Like again, it's too much going all the way around. But anyway, that's the whole show. Okay. I am done. I hope y'all enjoyed the whole thing and whatnot. I thank y'all for popping in with me. Okay. Last minute lives. I love you all. I will be live tomorrow for a gossip chat about the foolishness tomorrow at 9:05-ish. Because I want to keep talking to y'all all the time. I think since Toya doesn't work, she uses money as a means of being able to say, I don't work, but I still have as much as y'all. I can build a house and buy whatever. True. But that don't count when you take out loans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get these massive loans that make it seem as if you're spending your own money. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how it go. But she is doing what they doing, but she's also putting herself in debt. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like if Simone and Jackie, if they've all paid they shit off and y'all still paying on things on top of spending money, you not really doing it too big if you're paying things off. You know what I'm saying? In the hole. And I wish her and Eugene would stop putting themselves in the hole to have a certain look amongst their lives or whatever. Okay. But I'm happy I had a good time. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Okay, have a good night. Get some water into some. Get some good rest. And I'll talk to y'all later. Love you all. Peace.